Hello, it's Jackie, checking in for a weekly progress update and things. This week I jumped on the scale and I was exactly the same. So, which is good, it's not a gain. Obviously, loss is always the goal when you're on a weight loss journey. However, there has been some things this week. One, I think I'm due in period again, a couple of days, so that could be a factor. Two, my water hasn't been brilliant, but I'm going to work on that. And three, I had to bench myself from exercise this week because I've had some pain in my head. And when you start getting head pains, like in your brain, like there, I was trying to be cool about it, but my partner was having a little bit of a, well, understandably, he worries about me. I was getting like, felt like someone was flicking hard in the back of my head, about once an hour. And then about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I had this thing for about a month ago, for about 2 weeks, I had a nerve, it wasn't a twitch, it was pulsing over my head. So these things together, I started to think, oh crap, you know, you think the worst, don't you, with things like this? And so I did a bit of Google and checked with a medical professional, and basically it's called obstetrical, I can't pronounce it, I watch CSI and I shouldn't have to say these things, obstetrical nerve, so basically a trapped nerve in the back of my neck somewhere, and it's caused, I think it was actually all up here, and it's caused that there. The only fix for it is 1 rest, 2 ibuprofen, painkillers, massage, and hot compresses. That's the pills I've done, rested the whole week, and massage as well. Quite frankly, if you are in a relationship with a man and you ask him to rub your shoulders, you get about a minute, so there's no point. You know what I'm saying, you've been there. You don't get long. So yeah, I've been resting it. It's mostly gone now, which proves that was what was happening. So in terms of prevention going forward, I do want to get back to it. I have really missed it. I really have missed it. So get back to it tomorrow. I'm just going to lift lighter and I'll be a bit more thoughtful about my form. I think I was doing that too much when I was lifting. Actually, if I do that, I can feel the twinge of it. So I think I need to be just a bit more careful about what I'm doing. So yeah, that affected the scale. But I'll flip you around and show you what I planned to do this week and what I really did this week, and I'll quickly talk to you about that as well. Project for today is, I've mentioned it before in my meal haul, so you can hear the vacuuming, my partner's vacuuming, bless him. Plan for today is I'm going through all my cupboards, my fridge, my freezer, scanning everything, because I've got an app called No Waste, and so you can see what you've got. My cupboards are like a black hole. I've got so much stuff in there which I don't use, and so you can just inventory through an app using barcodes what you've got. So I don't actually want to do any meal prep today, because I want to try and use up what I've got as much as I can. So I'm going to be eating from the freezer this week, which is going to be a bit weird, and just that kind of stuff. So I will let you know how that goes, and I'll flip you around and show you what the plan was. I'm in my garden, so it's a little sunny, and my hay fever, my allergies are off the chain. So I take 24-hour allergen antihistamines, and I've had to take 2, and it's only lunchtime, and I'm sneezing constantly, my nose, everything's running itchy, it's horrid. So but I'm in the garden, so I'm still the same, haven't moved. That's still my next goal. My goal for the exercise will be 4 times. Basically, obviously I said I didn't do anything. Today is Sunday, and yesterday I didn't do any gardening because, like I said, the pollen count is so high. It's not fun for me out here. I can feel my mouth itching, and I've only been out for a little while. But I'm on the late shift this next week, so I might try and do a little bit in the mornings before I start work, to get things done. So I'm pretty proud of it. It needs tidying up, but 2 years ago it was all this horrible crap, slabs door to door. I removed the slabs, dug it out, put in soil. I've made it nice. I've got my veggies. This is my courgette, another courgette which is not doing so good, but it's trying its very best. I've got 3 tomatoes here, even though I don't eat them. Got a cucumber, other bits and pieces, and that big bad boy there who loves butterflies. So this is a lot of my garden. I'm going to jet wash this, by the way, so it is going to look nicer. But that's what I need to tidy up this week. That is cardio, tidying all this stuff up. It's really tiring. Anyway, so I'm going to roll over my fitness plan, but I'm just going to keep it nice and light. I think keep all my weights really light. Week before last, I did mention how I kicked my own butt with the Bob Harper and the fitness blender. I think that's probably obviously contributed a lot to my neck being so uncomfortable. In terms of my eating, these are things I plan to eat: my eggs, my coffee, my cheese, my chicken with ginger and garlic, and my fat bombs. I didn't eat any eggs this week. I lost my appetite quite a bit, and I just wasn't feeling the eggs after about 4 months of eating eggs every day. So I'm not going to prep any eggs this week, but I'm going to keep them. I've got my raw eggs. I might just take an egg to work, a couple of eggs, keep them in the fridge, and just scramble them if I want them. And I did have that garlic chicken for slow cooker every day, and it was really good. And I actually had people going, "Whoa, what's that? What's that? What you got?" One of my colleagues, who's a real food snob, came over and said, "What have you got?" So I was pretty chuffed about that. And I forgot to eat my fat bombs. I only had one out of the whole week, so I need to get back on that. And I did have jerk chicken with rice, and then for 3 days in a row, scrap that off, I had fish salad every day. I bought up some peppered mackerel, and it was a lot more than I thought, so I had one fillet a day with salad, and Mabel helped me immensely, I'm sure you can imagine. So that didn't happen. I did have a kebab on Friday. Yesterday we had chili, and today I think I'm doing some sort of barbecue style chicken, I think. But I'm feeling pretty rotten, so I don't know. And I've rolled over that again. However, I'll flip you around. Yeah, so what I'm doing, there's a challenge on, if you go to Facebook, there's a Facebook group called Keto Challenges. And, oh, my face is starting to look thin. Is it my imagination? Oh, thinner. Sorry. There's a Facebook group called Keto Challenges. I don't know who runs it. It's not me. And they do like 100 days of keto, that kind of, to keep people motivated, which is really cool. If that was your jam. And one of the ones that they're doing is July salads. And I really bloody love it. I'm growing my lettuces. Not as much yield as I couldn't eat every day from my own crop, because I haven't got that much. But, you know, it's so easy to get hold of. So I think I'm going to do that. So every day in July, I will have a salad either as my lunch or my dinner, or even both. I love it. And it's good for you. And my partner likes it. So it's going to be a winner-winner, which is another reason why I want to eat from my freezer this week, to make some room. Because I'll be doing things like, for my salads, I'll be doing a source of protein and probably freeze it. So like chicken thighs or steak, things like that, rather than having like things with rice and stuff in there. So if I can clear a bit of room out of my freezer this week by eating things I've already prepped and squirreled away, then fab. So that is what I'm going to be doing for my July challenge. So maybe if you want to join me, I will be on my Insta. I'll be 30 days of salad or something. It'll probably, I don't know what there'll be a hashtag. I'll mention, I can find it, I'll mention it somewhere. If I can remember, I'll link the group below. My Instagram and stuff will be linked below as well. Always nice to have people join me. My nose is really shiny. I've got my new iPhone. It shows up every single floor, and my nose looks really shiny. So yeah, I'm going to finish off my freezer and fridge audit. I'm going to do that today. I might do one of I've got 2 pantries, sort of. They're rammed. I'm going to release my fridge, release my freezer, and possibly 1 pantry today, and then meal plan from that, which I'll show you next. So I'm about halfway through my inventory, and I'm just shocked. The stuff I've got that's been sitting in the back of my cupboard. So I found a load of like odds and ends. So I've got these like coconut things. I've got pork scratchings or pork rinds. I've got some biltong all out of date really. Got these coconut bars, which are okay. I found a Harvest bar, which I don't even make anymore in the UK. Some nuts and things. So I think what's going to be on my meal plan this week is to start to get rid of these things on odd days here and there. So have you have a bar or one of these, and one of these or one of these, like try to mix it up. On the days I do my exercise, probably have one of those because obviously they're higher protein. Drink plenty of water. I also found some cockles, which is, I know there's a British thing, little seafood things. Some tuna, which is good. I might keep these till I do the July salads challenge. So I think that's going to be really convenient for me. I also found these, which from this company, Skinny Food Company. These were not brilliant, and I've kind of sat there. I just didn't enjoy them, but I want to use them. So 0 carbs and things. So I'm thinking during salad season, I'm going to start making a list. Barbecue chicken's probably going to be a thing. Seafood salad's going to be on a thing, obviously with the tuna as well. So I'm starting to get a picture about what I've got and what I can make with it. So this has actually been a really useful exercise. I've only done half of my pantry though, so I'm probably going to find a load more stuff I've completely forgotten about. So I'm going to carry on with that and start working on my meal plan. Phew. So I just spent like 2 hours inventorying my fridge, freezer and one of my pantries. My second pantry is massive. It's just a lot of mess, and it's probably going to take me about an hour and a half, so I haven't got the energy to do it today. But it has been so far a real eye-opening experience about all the stuff that I have got. It's just sitting there, and it's giving loads of ideas as well for going forward. So it's been such a great exercise. I'll finish off the second pantry next weekend. Yeah, like I said, fab experience, so I'm really pleased with that. In terms of the week going forward, I'm going to carry over my exercise plan, which I didn't do last week because of my rest. In terms of my eats, I'm having that bulletproof coffee for breakfast, which is cold brew coffee with MCT oil rather than coconut. Portions of cheese and nuts for some more fats. One of those sources of protein I just showed you, so either the pork rinds or the biltong, depending on my appetite. I'll probably take both to work with me and pick one on the time, because if I'm exercising or generally my appetite can vary. Also one of those coconut things, so either a bar or the curls. Again, I'll probably take both, and all this stuff is light, so I'll take both and pick one when I get there. And I'm going to take a raw egg, and if I want to scramble it up, I will. And I'm picking some bits and bobs from the freezer. So I found a lamb roast dinner in my freezer, amazing. And some balsamic roasted Brussels sprouts. So I'm having that tomorrow. I got their salmon. I'm going to have it on Tuesday and on Thursday. I completely forgot I've got some pickled ginger. And so I'm going to marinate that in the mornings with pickled ginger, some soy, some spice, salt and pepper. Let it marinate during the day and get home and just chuck it in the oven. That's those 2 days there. I've got some pigs in blankets. I thought I might just get rid of them. I've got some cabbage in the freezer, so I might fry that in some butter and some season it up with a little bit of, maybe a bit of garlic. I love my garlic. Maybe some celery salt, something like that. Friday, I've got a gammon dinner in the freezer as well. Amazing. I'm pretty much going to empty by the end of the week, probably like half a basket out of my freezer, which is a big achievement for me. Saturday we'll do a mixed plate of God knows what bits and bobs, and on Sunday I'm thinking pork ragu in the slow cooker, which is I've never ever seen before, and I saw it on Mishikima's for your YouTube. Yeah, Mishikima, you're doing so well. You're doing really well on your journey, just so I'd say. Can't remember her channel name. It's something like 1 mum, 4 kids, 8 in all, because Father Son had a ghost Jesus. He's with her in her household as well, with her little doggies and her mum. So she did pork ragu, and I didn't catch the recipe, but I was just really inspired to do like a piece of pork in a slow cooker, but in like a tomato sauce with garlic and herbs, like an Italian sauce, and then just shred the pork and mix it that way and have it. It sounds really comfort foody. So I'm going to look into that a little bit more. Probably check out Mishikima's channel. I'm also going to roll this thought about next week. I think next week the salad month will kick in, I think. So that'd be really cool. So yeah, thinking prawn salads and things like that. So that is what I'm thinking. So thank you very much everyone for joining me. I really appreciate it. I have not been the best this week in terms, obviously I've had to pull back on my exercise, and my eating's a little bit not been spot on. I've been a bit lax in some places, but I'm going to crack down on that. My wedding is fast approaching, our wedding, not just me, our wedding is fast approaching in lovely Mauritius. I would like to, my goals really are for the scale get down to about 240, and on my body get down to size 20. I think that's ambitious, but I need something to work towards, and I think that's really fair. I currently, I wasn't my very biggest at size 34, and now I'm down to 26 on top because I got small boobies, and 28 on the bottom because I got a big bum. And so yeah, 20 would be really great. Yeah, that's pretty much my goal right now. The wedding is going to be screaming forwards very soon. So I just want to get there. And also, I have shown everyone at work my big gun show. Do you want to see my gun show? Pow. I said, you can see it again, because I'm sure you're scared. Pow. Yeah, they were equally impressed. But you know what, I'm really proud of it. That's all from kettlebells. I haven't done any sort of proper real weights or anything like that. A little bit here and there, but generally that's pretty much from kettlebells. So I am very proud of myself, and anyone who does better themselves should be. Yeah. But thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully next week, you know, have a little bit more progress on the old scale. My guns will be coming to get everyone. And they'll be getting bigger. I can bench my partner by now. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my brain farts. Mabel has been a little bit quiet today because by this point of the weekend she's so pumped from having us home. She's exhausted herself, so she's asleep on the sofa, which is over there. But she's definitely okay. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope to see you all next week with a last, more the good stuff. Finish my order on my cupboards, and show you what that looks like as well, because you can print it off. So I'm really looking forward to looking at that. Thank you everyone, have a fabulous week, and I will see you next week.